Dr. Guy is with us. Good afternoon. Welcome, Dr. Guy.
Thank you, Chris. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing this Friday afternoon?
Wonderful in spite of the weather.
Good. Well, we're glad to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Guy is from NuSpecies, and NuSpecies is all about your health. Raw, natural, and organic, that is the way to go. And Dr. Guy is always here giving us some information that we could use. And it's Friday afternoon. Everybody's getting ready for the weekend. Even though the weather is a little bit overcast right now, the weekend is going to be great. The weather is going to be great. And Dr. Guy is here to give us some information. Now, Dr. Guy, we have a testimonial from Maxwell. And do you want to set this up before we get into it?
Well, I'll comment on the testimonial after.
Okay. All right. Let's hear from Maxwell.
I want to get your name.
Maxwell Shepherd. Yeah, when I first took the detox, it gave me a cleaning that I never had before. It completely cleansed my body.
What did you see? What happened? What made you think it cleaned you out?
Because I went to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. A matter of fact, it rushed me to the bathroom.
You said you were at work?
I was at work. And
I was
at a customer house. I had to run out from the customer house and get home. And what came out of my body was I've never seen anything. It was a total cleanse.
You said you were ashamed of what you saw.
Well, that's right. I was ashamed. I was ashamed. So
you never thought that kind of stuff could be in your body or anyone's body, right?
No. And I listen to you on the radio all the time, and I said I have to try NuSpecies products. I was using it for over 4 years now, and it works. I came to the NuSpecies office one day.
That was recent? That was recently?
That was like a month ago.
Okay, since the elixir came out.
Yes, yes. And I asked the young lady at the front desk something for my high blood pressure, and she gave me the elixir 1 and 2.
Okay.
I started using it, and it was amazing. I felt different, so I went back to my doctor that I usually.
Well, before you get to the doctor, what did you feel? What was different?
Sometimes you get that pressure. There's a pressure, there's a pain at the back of your neck. Within a week, I wasn't feeling anything.
Okay.
So I went to the doctor, to get a blood pressure check. Then he was asking me, what happened to your blood pressure?
What was wrong with the blood pressure? What was wrong with it?
Well, it went down to what it's supposed to be.
So it used to be high?
My blood pressure is always high. They give you, I'm trying to remember the medicine that they gave you.
How many different medication they gave you for your pressure?
2.
So
it never worked.
So your pressure was bad though, for them to give you 2?
That's right. It never worked.
You mean the medication didn't work?
No.
Okay, why? Because your pressure was still not where it should be, or was it still high?
Every time I would use the medical doctor prescription tablets that he gave me. And when I go, he said, "Man, well, your pressure is still high. Are you taking these medication?" And he said, "Oh, are you? What do? You drink every day? You drink alcohol every day?" I said, "No." But yet my pressure is high, still high. And the day I took this
elixir,
right? I felt different. I don't feel that heaviness, or you don't feel that. Sometimes you would feel dizzy, or you get a headache, or your shoulder, or your arms. They say that these things do affect you.
Even the pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it affects your sexual
Function.
That's not happening.
Since it starts again.
Yeah, that's that. I'm back here today and I bought,
This is the second time?
for the second time.
So you're saying your pressure is now normal?
It's normal. I don't, I feel more lightheaded than that heaviness that you feel when your pressure keep
going up.
And it's amazing. But I feel more safe with NuSpecies products than a medical doctor.
Okay, so there you have it. Maxwell and his experience at NuSpecies, Dr. Guy.
Yes, so this month, the NuSpecies staff will be focusing on blood pressure. And there was Maxwell giving his experience on how NuSpecies was able to help him with blood pressure. And part of that was, as we always say, Chris, cleanse and rebuild. And one of the very important, it seems as though Maxwell hadn't had any kind of healthy bowel function in a long time. Because if he was embarrassed to say what came out of his colon, it means that there was years of debris in his colon.
Right.
Just creating more toxins. He hasn't been able to get rid of those toxins for a long time. So as he's able to get rid of these toxins, it allows the rebuilding process to go so smoothly. So we really have to do the cleansing part. Now, the elixirs that Maxwell had taken is what we recommend for almost everyone who has blood pressure. It's part of the rebuilding of your minerals and all the electrolytes that your body needs for controlling blood pressure. But it does more than that as well. So we at NuSpecies this month, we're focusing on blood pressure. Dr. McDermott, who's our new naturopath in Brooklyn, and I in Elmont, Dr. Guy, we may be putting together some educational events this month to discuss more about blood pressure. But I can definitely talk about some today, some of those concerns with blood pressure.
Okay.
But mostly, I want folks to understand what blood pressure is really measuring. We use the word so casually, I don't think we know what it means. But it means the pressure in your heart when your heart contracts and when your heart relaxes.
Okay.
So there's a certain amount of pressure you need to get the blood moving through your body.
Right.
But there's a point where being too low and being too high is dangerous.
Okay.
When it's too low, your brain does not get enough blood, and you can faint and black out. And when it's too high, you get those pains that Mr. Maxwell was talking about, those headaches, that heaviness in your head. Way too much pressure in your brain, way too much pressure. And the reason why it hurts so much sometimes, and it's so uncomfortable, is because your brain is trapped in a hard skull, so it can't expand with all that pressure.
Okay.
So you feel it in your forehead, you feel it in your eyes, you feel it in your neck. And some folks don't have any symptoms at all of high blood pressure, which is why blood pressure problems could be silent. And you go up to you go to the doctor after 5 years or 10 years or even more of never having seen a doctor, and he tells you have high blood pressure, and you're like, well, doctor, I never had high blood pressure before. Well, that's because you never did go to the doctor.
Okay.
And I hear that so often, and it's very hilarious. But I want folks out there to remember that, please, there's no reason to not get your blood pressure checked. A lot of pharmacies now have free blood pressure readings. Get it checked, and they will be able to tell you what your blood pressure reading is and if it's in a normal range. So we're looking for healthy blood pressure, which is between 110 over 70 and about 120 over 80. That's healthy.
Okay.
Anything above 130 over 80, you would want to come into NuSpecies and have us help you work on that.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Dr. Guy from NuSpecies, and everybody should know by now, NuSpecies is all about your health. Raw, natural, and organic formulas and supplements designed to get your body working at that optimum level. And we're talking about, obviously, addressing those blood pressure issues. High blood pressure is always something that you want to take care of. So, ladies and gentlemen, NuSpecies can help you to do that. 888-546 888-548-3150. That's 888-548-3150. 888-548-3150. NuSpecies. And of course, the website is NuSpecies.com. That's NuSpecies.com. And we thank Dr. Guy for giving us some information that we could use right here on Ivory Jam Radio. Thank you very much, Dr. Guy.
Thank you, Chris.